Oh yeah. Right there, that big muscle right there.
Yeah.
Bring it across the body.
How do you determine what type of fats are good?
Come on.
So it allows you to maximize your routine because you don't have to worry about form and hand fatigue.
Glutes, your erectors, your QL, quadratus laborum.
For a non-competitor, what would you say would be the top 3 poses they can do at home?
You saw last week's body transformation. Let's see how Landon did this week on our 10-week challenge.
Last week you may have seen the body transformation. We have another one for you this week. Brent, you will be transforming the body, not us.
Absolutely.
You're a kinesiologist with a personal training business, and you take your clients and you personally make custom programs for
Absolutely.
each person. Now, Landon, what is your fitness goal?
To completely change what I've been doing my whole life, and that is trying to transform myself, but this time to really do it, but with the guidance with Brent, because it hasn't worked for me.
The biggest challenge with Landon, he's been working out. It's not that he hasn't been working out, but he hasn't been challenging himself. He really hasn't been challenging himself.
Until I met Brent.
So we have to really ramp up the intensity of his program and change the stimulus through training a lot of large muscle groups, a lot of functional conditioning, and then the other thing is his eating patterns are terrible right now. I mean, he was telling me sometimes it's 10 to 12 hours between meals. So what he's effectively doing there and what he's been doing for a long time is training his body to effectively store calories.
Well, not on purpose.
Are you saying you don't snack?
No.
Nothing?
No. It's like once my work day is done, then I think about eating, and then it's like late at night and it's in massive quantities.
Oh, okay.
So we really need to change the way he thinks about fitness. We have a nutritionist on board who's going to assist with the meal planning and make sure that we have, he's getting the adequate nutrition. So the other thing about Landon is to make sure that he's effectively using his time is we're training with a heart rate monitor. So when he's doing his own workouts, he has a heart rate monitor on. When he's with the trainer, he also has a heart rate monitor on. That way he's going to effectively mobilize fat calories, challenge his cardiovascular system, and elevate his metabolism, and that's key.
Oh, okay.
So we're keeping him in check. We're keeping that accountability measure up.
Well, you are, but Landon.
Yes.
It's your responsibility as well. So are you ready?
Oh,
He's
more
in.
than
We have
ready. More than ready.
All right.
Because you don't want to disappoint the staff on the Art of Building Bodies because we're shooting this. Okay. So over the next 10 weeks, we have to wait 10 weeks to see the transformation. Okay. But all you have to do is wait for the next commercial break. So stick around, and you'll see Landon completely transformed.
Nice.
It's 10 weeks later, and the results are in. Check him out, Landon. You look
Looking
amazing. What was the biggest challenge?
It would be awareness from the very beginning, and that is on every component from how much I slept to what I thought I was eating well to what I thought actually exercising was in terms of heart rate and stuff. That was a big deal.
So Brent, tell us how you structured Landon's program.
Well, our program structures are always individualized. That's what we do with Think Fitness. With Landon, he was very specific, and he needed much more structure than the average person, which is a good thing. It kept him focused throughout the program. What we had him doing was to log his information, his average heart rate, how many calories he burned, which he gets from his heart rate monitor, and all his nutritional components as well. So every day he's emailed that to me since the beginning of the 10-week program.
And how much sleep you're lacking?
How much sleep? All these things are in there.
That's a big awareness.
So that's been a key thing for Landon's success, and it's really, like you said, brought awareness. Landon today has dropped 35 pounds. He's gone down pretty much 10% body fat, which is amazing for that amount of time. His waist has dropped from 112 centimeters down to below 100 centimeters, which is a great success, even from a health benefit standpoint. And his strength, he's gained about 29% in his strength overall.
That's
over
only
man
10 weeks.
With my bare hands. That's awesome.
Am I your kryptonite?
Yes.
Landon is a vegetarian, so that was a
that,
challenge.
That poses a problem. I mean, not necessarily a problem, but another concern that we have to make sure he's getting an adequate protein. So we looked at a variety of different options. He's actually started to eat tuna and salmon, which is
a
big shocker for him.
It was like 17 years of not consuming anything like that, so that was a big deal.
But in getting it from other sources as well, vegetarian sources of protein, making sure that's in his diet regularly, so he's maintaining lean weight as well as losing the fat weight.
Okay.
And that's key. And then in terms of the exercises and the approach there, we always take a very functional approach to the exercises. So for instance, and interest specific, Landon happens to really like martial arts. So we took that and implemented martial arts into his routine. For instance, we would have him boxing and maybe doing some dynamic drills with the lower body while he's boxing. We have him doing a lot of the exercises are also core specific, so he's getting his whole core involved. So the training is something that's going to keep his interest level in, multi-joint, so you're getting a lot of muscles active, keeping the heart rate up as well, which is a key point for calorie burning and metabolizing fat calories.
What I didn't realize is as your body goes down, your weight, you actually have to work harder to continue to burn the same amount.
Absolutely, you're not carrying around the same amount of weight anymore.
That was a shock.
So you pushed him.
Absolutely, absolutely, and now he pushes
that, right?
himself pretty good now. I mean, he's really taking the ball and run with it, and that's exciting. I mean, it's a lifestyle shift which has occurred, and I mean, it's great to see it. And he looks great.
Yeah, he looks great. Yeah.
I've had trainers, in the past, but like nobody like this guy here. And I'll tell you, a trainer is everything to your conditioning, and this guy here is he's in a league of his own, and I'm very grateful for that. And thank you very much again, Brent, because I really appreciate that.
Well, Landon, thanks for participating. That was great for you to volunteer. And Brent, thank you. Think Fitness as well for
welcome.
Taking on Rick and Landon and for doing an amazing job and for being, dedicated and keeping them on track.
And being awesome, because I'll tell you, you can know a lot, but it's who you are. And this guy is just, he's something else.